didn't mean to time it that well. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you've all had a good time. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get that. Apparently I've managed to get the double login bonus today because reasons. So, let's just pop over to here, do that. I'm just going to quickly grab this replay. I haven't played any over the weekend. I am going to play something at some point, possibly either off stream or just do extra streams maybe, because I don't know, I feel like we're in a pretty good position this month. It's only taken us 2 streams, just the 2, to actually get to a point where we're at plat, which means we've got 6 streams worth of platinum dueling, in which we need to get, what is it, like 20 wins. That's all we need to get. That said, it has to be in some kind of, some of those wins have to be back-to-back. More of them than not, which might be an issue. Our deck hasn't really changed any since last time. We did get some different cards last time, but different is probably how you'd explain it, really. Can't say that there's a huge difference. Right. So let's welcome everyone back with our first duel going first, as we want to see. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. This hand certainly isn't forgetting anything. We have a good old start of Cash Tira and set 3. I think we can't ask for loads better. And end turn. We can ask for a little bit better, but not like loads. I know what I'm forgetting. It is soon to be new tournament time, and as a result I should probably actually put the post that says we can begin round 1. That's what I'm thinking of. Like, we're waiting on a deck list, but that guy has had a little bit more time than everyone else. Like, we gave them a little bit extra and they just haven't done anything with it, so normal, special summon, you can add a level 4 or lower salad. So yeah, what if we just, like, stop that? No. Now, we do Cash Tira Ogre. That works. Top 5, please. Vela, Jaguar, Lightning, Weasel, Troll. Nope. I don't think any of these are limited or anything. How many do you run of everything? I'm gonna say they run 1 Weasel, and hope that that's, something. That's my rough idea. Link for Balinks. Add Sanctuary. Do we steal their Balinks? No. Maybe we do. They used a normal summon, so they get Sanctuary, but they can't really do anything with it. Although it would have been better to stop them from getting Sanctuary in the first place. It is actually a misplay to let them get this far. because they get this far and it means next turn they can just start doing everything, and I need to really ramp up the pressure. Ogre is not going to hold down the fort forever. What were the reveals? So... oh wait, no, they just search, so that is all irrelevant. That is about as good as I could hope for ramping up the pressure. Anyway, let's find out what the top 5 are again. Spinny, Droll, Gazelle, Cynet, Imperm. Yeah, I'm like okay with that. Spinny. Main 2. Set 1. This puts boss stage online. Unfortunately, it would give them the Gazelle. So let's do this, I guess. If they have Ash Blossom, they have Ash Blossom. This is going to shuffle their deck. Get the Field Spell online, put some pressure on. No. Did force the Ash Blossom, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to do it. How are we doing? I think we could be doing a little bit better, but wait and see. It's only the first duel. We are slowly locking down their entire deck, one card at a time. Not that it's, you know, particularly effective. We keep hitting cards they definitely run 3 of. And Salad has a nice resource loop. Rage is a pretty good hit, though. How many Rage do you think they play? I feel like if there's anything that you run at less than 3, it's going to be the traps. So, might just be enough. Maybe, maybe, maybe. That's what we're hoping. And I have no more interactions, so I guess we just wait and see. Okay, make Mirage Stalio. I don't know how much this is actually advancing their game plan. Like, genuinely. I guess they want to use the Sanctuary to link Sunlight Wolf into Sunlight Wolf, that's the idea. Sorry, what do? Ah, they're bouncing that back to the hand. This is not an effect, it is just a condition. But I might just be dead. It is Cyburst, they do just have, like, you know, Code Talker shenanigans probably hiding in the background. Access code, maybe. Okay. Oh, right, so I just special summon it and it dies immediately. Yeah, and I think that actually might just mark the end of the game. I don't think I have enough. Like, okay, they link this into this. Does that give this more attack? No. It's a search for the counter trap, right? No. Search for Gazelle. I'm really struggling to work out if I'm just going to be able to crash at minimum. Oh, wait, no. Balinks. Yeah, I think they just have it. Never mind. We tried. We should have stopped them from getting to Sanctuary in the first place. But the thing is, it looks like they just would have got to it next turn, because Balinks searches, you run 2 Balinks, so... Welcome back to Duel Masochist. It is good to be back, as always. They are choosing Martin 1992. That is oddly specific. I don't know. No response from the game server. Alright. Alright. Try it again. And we get to choose. We choose first. Always. Going first is just so much better. Unless you're us, and then you get OTK'd. No, we've been winning every now and then. Right. Although, this is not one of those hands. This is a go second hand, if I've ever seen one. Right. What are we looking at? Raid Raptor. That is a Speckled Summon. They are going to make a Link monster at some point during the combo. But it's a question of when. It's like right now, that'd be great. Please use 2 of these to make a... They did. Sweet. Okay, Phantasme is online. They've used their normal summon. Banish this card. Okay, so that's fine. I think we're just doing that. 1, 2. Yeah, it's got to be Oleanoids. Actually, should we have... We might probably have wanted to put back the... Yeah, it's a little difficult to tell. The thing is, this banishes for cost, and there's 2 of them, so I can't really stop that. Yeah, we let that go. They're going to special summon from the extra deck. The best we can do is just steal it. Are you a quick effect? No, you are not. You can add a Raid Raptor spell trap. Okay, so let's steal. Now, they don't have the combined number they need. This does target, so Phantasme gonna put in some work, I guess. Yep. I reckon we just banish the other one as well. Right. What are we thinking? They've got 2 banished. They need to put 1 in the graveyard. Yeah. They need to put one in the graveyard for it, and I don't think that's happening just yet. Come on, what are you getting? What did they get? Bloom, okay. Well, we get our search and end phase. I like where this is going at the moment. So let's just do that. And what are we thinking? I think it's just Jerusalem. Like every time, right? Oh, that's so good. Right, so yeah, we 100% do this. You've got one targeting destruction and maybe imperm. I don't think you can quite handle what is left. Does that threaten me? What does that do? I can't quite get the damage in. This a hard once. It is a hard once. Let's keep our rank 9. What say you to that? Did you forget that Phantasme has an effect? No, it's imperm. Okay. And that's in this column, so they get their guy back. Which means that we can then use the Jerusalem. Oh, it's a negate. Oh, silly me. Right. No, this is still fine, because... Let's see. What do we want to... I don't really know what we want to banish, but we're hitting over this anyway. And then... Yeah, we swing in. I think we just banish that one. It goes to the grave. They get a fuzzy search. That's a-okay. We start to get generator advantage next turn. Main 2. Can we do anything here? We can link 4 for Zeraboros, which is mildly funny, I've got to be completely honest. But no, I think we're good. We simply metaverse. And see what happens. Okay. They're putting that back in the extra now, because this is a Raid Raptor. So, there's that. Is it bugging out on stream? I feel like I keep getting very weird glitches every now and then. I don't know if that's just me. Are they just not going to search? It could be that they're just not going to search. No, there it is. They're doing all the searches. I've got no idea what's in their hand, but I'm going to have a slight guess that it's not going to stop boss stage, which means we can either get on an Omni Negate or a Summon Negate. It's just a little difficult to tell which one we need. Can't activate that from the hand for any reason, can you? No. They were so scared of Nidhogg. So let's do this. Tribute off Valor. And then put Nidhogg on board. I can solemn one of their Xyz monsters, but that's the best I can do. I think they've used their normal summon. Anyway, bye-bye. I'm just going to kind of count on the fact that that's something. They're still going. Of course they're still going. Raid Raptor's got extension for days. And I know it's not once per turn, but, like, you know. You gotta try and stop something, so I might as well try and stop the Searcher on the assumption that they don't have more. They really are just gonna combo me into the sun, aren't they? That's an extra draw, is it not? Yep. Interesting Raid Raptor gameplay. I'm sorry my commentary can't be as interesting as the gameplay, you know. The thing is, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just towers, right? They are just trying to get to the towers. No, they're going to try and break the whole... Nope. Yeah, okay, they're going for the standard stuff. I'm second-guessing myself while guessing about what they're doing. Which, as you can imagine, is a great recipe. There is the aforementioned towers. Unaffected by other cards' effects. Great. Lovely. Fantastic gameplay. Fucking love it. Raid Raptors is a fun and cool deck. I've just realised I should have saved my Solemn for the towers. Towers can't hit the board if it's not technically on the board in the first place. Let me just finish typing this a little bit out. I will pop into the next duel. Recover some stamina. Recover some patience. Some positivity. At least they took the one turn. You know? It's a blessing. They weren't messing around, at least. They did just go hard instead of going home. And we lose the coin toss. It has been a good day for us so far. Very productive half hour. Nothing but... Jesus Christ. Two ones where there is no response. And Like, we've won the coin toss on the 2 that have been responses, and we've just, you know... We've just got dumpstered. We've just got absolutely bodied. Let's pin this. I mean, that is a go second hand. I just don't think it's going to be very useful in this scenario. We're against Earth Machine. Notable lack of dark monsters. So I get this out. They can make a 9. I don't particularly like that. I also don't like the fact that I can't make anything at the moment. I need to get a light or dark monster in a graveyard. Oh, you're going to make Train. Stormer. No, they are doing Infinitrack plays. What's the reasoning for this again? Restore before resolving an opponent's monster effect that targets this face-up card. Right. So, likewise, I think this is going to be a long time. Earth Machine does a lot of spinning its wheels, and I don't know what it does, but it probably spins its wheels better than we do. Okay, Outrigger Extension. Titan and Infinitrack Xyz. You don't control one currently. You can make a Link. And I think the Link targets the Xyz. If you guys are seeing these little kind of like blips, where the screen kind of seems to glitch and snap for a second, I don't know. It would be nice to know. Because I feel like I'm seeing them on my end kind of frequently, and I have no idea if they're real or not. Am I in fact hallucinating? Did Dark Souls 3 send me insane? More questions. That you can find the... Why are you making that? Why the fuck are you making that? Right, that is not on the agenda. So... No. I can't... Why can't I target this? Are you a machine? You're a fucking machine? Wait, no, why can't it be... Oh, Outrigger. Outrigger Extension. Oh dear. Oh, what can I do? That fucking sucks. Special summon... Yeah, like, what actually can I do? No. Fuck off and fuck you. It's not creative, it's not funny, it's dumb. It's dumb, it's oppressive, get out of here. Is a Rise Heart not banned in, like, 3 formats being, like, TCG, or 2 formats being, like, TCG and OCG? Am I mistaken? I could be. Oh, hand is hand. Set 1. Set 2. Set 3. So, we need them to start doing something as, you know, metaverse, but we also can't let them go too far, because otherwise we'd just drown. We'd suffer horrendously. Do this now, definitely. Right. Boss stage, activate. I believe the play is probably to snatch Ran. Because they're going to make a tuna monster here. Yep. I'm very happy that worked. I was trying to toggle on. Can you see these blips? It's so hard for me to... Yeah, that's your normal summon. Nice. We take those. Take the toggle off. Right. And this means that we get to draw into a generator. Well, draw, summon a generator if a light or dark is banished. You have bestials in there? Is that the plan? Right, let's do this. Summon 3 tokens. Stand by main. Normal defender, use this. What do you do? Okay. You make 6. No, this is... Oh, right. This is the tuna monster, yeah? Yeah. Six. This is fine. Coral Dragon. I mean, we let them pay the cost. And then we just negate it. And then, because on a new chain it will draw a card, that will trigger hard to make them send... Yeah, okay, there we go, we got it. Only took us going against Ice Barrier and getting pretty decent hand overall, you know? That's all it took. 3 losses. Do we win? Yeah, no, it's just the 3 losses. Which is outstanding, but, you know, par for the course. And they are indeed running a bestial package. Do not ask me why. I couldn't start to tell you, but they are running one. But a win means we actually get our first packs of the night, so let's go. Let's open some legacy tickets. Legacy packs, using legacy tickets. Right. Card we aren't using. Card we aren't using because that needs another specific card, which is gimmicky as is. Definitely not. No. No. Probably not. No. No. Okay, right. Very impactful legacy packs. Oh yeah, we got new things, don't we? We have a bundle, new pack, staples pack, this bundle. I haven't opened that, that's a long time ago. Anyway, Master Pack, 2 Master Packs because we're in Platinum. I'm still slightly miffed it took us 40 minutes to get our first win. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I have a glass of drink, good. Okay, duplicate, duplicate. Super rare we already have. Why? There are so many super rares we don't have. What do you mean we got 1 new card? And what do you mean it's a rare? Why is the rare the new card? 2 super rares, both duplicates. Yeah, this really needs Vernisylphs to work. Sure, we could technically do, like, Scapegoat plus 1 monster to do the stat drop, but that feels like it's, you know, it's still so conditional. Like, you just want to play it in Archetype. Okay, what do we get for the next one? Altergeist, Spirit Illusion, another Valence, but it's a duplicate, and we need the field spells before we do anything with Valence. That's new. That's new. It's not a royal. It also probably just goes in stun. Yeah, probably just goes in stun. If you control level 8 or higher, special summon as many monsters as possible from your graveyard that were destroyed. That's so incredibly specific. And it's not going to work. If we're in that kind of position, we're already losing. And we really don't want to put in too many cards in the deck that just rely on us doing something in the extra deck. Even if it's relatively simple. Right, now all that's got to happen is we've got to win 3 duels in a row. It's just 3 duels, how hard could it be? Well, we got to choose again. And so far, us being allowed to choose has not been particularly great. Not this stream, anyway. But when you get hands like these, I'd say this is constructed rather than a bot. It's 40 cards, so there's that. Right, search. Well, we get the search. Set 1, set 2, summon your move. I haven't actually said what I was getting up to like midweek or anything. Well, over the weekend. I have played yet more Dark Souls 3. And Nameless King is probably the one card I have tried the single most times ever in a Souls game. I'm very happy we have the counter trap in this instance. Now granted, they could hit us with second evenly, but they didn't. What can we do in this instance? I don't think there's anything that really helps us out specifically here. Valor gets locked back. I don't think, yeah, because we're not doing a summon negate. Although that's mildly funny that I could banish it. I think we wait. Maybe I'm proved wrong. Maybe I shouldn't. But if they are actually going for the Millennium play with the fusion, then the fusion will activate an end phase to fetch a trap, and we can just banish it then. Okay. This guy's a rock normally, yes. I do believe the Millennium monsters are all different types, but there's a chance. We've also got like 2 fairies on the field ourselves, so there's no real reason for us to do it at the moment. They took 2,000. We've taken half, but they have taken 2,000, so surely it's worth it. Leg. Okay, this gives me confidence that they're doing the actual, like, Exodia stuff. And yeah, if that's the case, then them searching a trap in the end phase just means that Fenrir can banish. Then you can add a Millennium. You are... what was that, Beast Warrior? Yeah. Okay. I will say them using 2 whole Millennium effects for 2 bodies does not make me think Exodia, though. Well, there's Heart of the Eyes. Unless they're just using it as an engine. They could just be using it as an engine. Discard this, add Millennium Monk. That's fine. Hold on. From your hand deck and or face-up field. Well... what if you didn't have the leg? Good game. I guess that's what we need to do. We just need to... It says face up field. If we can get one on the field face down, or if we can banish it face down. One of those two. Or just banish it, but... You gotta play to your outs. Unfortunately, our outs are not particularly consistent. We're doing our best. And apparently, I guess Master Duel must be as well, but why so many duplicates? 2 new cards, they're both NR. Send this card from your hand or field to the grave. Target dragon gains 500 for basically 2 turns. And then it can special summon itself with a normal monster it's sent to grave. This is generic, does piercing. Banish a machine for 500. And... yeah, that's probably what's relevant. Doesn't fill me with confidence. I don't think we have that many Speedroid pulls that is worth playing. Right, next pack. Surely this will offer us something monumental. Game-changing. Deck-changing, even. Okay, that is a Shaddoll card. Target Shaddoll and Grave, special summon it face up or face down. Banish this and a Shaddoll, then Book of Moon or Book of Taiyu. I mean, as far as they go, like, this is a good card. Resh Shaddoll Incarnation, but it's just not what we need. I don't know if you guys can tell. We do have, like, the start of a Shaddoll deck coming on, but it is a very slow start. Like, we're still waiting on a huge amount of names. We've got a Shaddoll Fusion or 2, which is good. Right. Oh, sweet, we got a list. We gotta go second hand enough, anyway. It's gonna be Yubel, isn't it? Don't add Dark Beckoning. No, come on. Why would you just default to Yubel? There are other cards to play. Come on, man. What can I actually do here? Like, completely seriously. What can I do? Special summon, activate, they negate. Is it negate destroy? It's not a negate destroy, is it? It's just a negate. Yeah, activated effect becomes, but you also have this engrave. During your end phase, yeah, so this could special summon itself back, and the activated effect becomes 3. Are they searching out super? Oh, for fuck's sake! And it's just the full combo list. You hate to see it, but it is unfortunately just how it fucking is. You could play Sacred Beast. Why would you not play Sacred Beast? You had, like, the starters. Just, you know, play the fun deck. I do not know what I'm looking at right here for this tournament list, but I guess it's legal. As far as I can tell, anyway. They're still going. They're going to be going for a while, aren't they? Why are you making this? During your main phase. You're using that to destroy Yubel. Okay. Can I copy this link real quick? Thank you. this... I don't really know if I have a chance. Actually, them giving me a monster is genuinely painful. Also, I'm going to be able to do a nice rulings check that I wasn't able to do at locals the other day. Because I couldn't remember... the Fiendsmith as well. Will your combo end this year? You know, some of us have places to be. Some of us have things we'd like to be doing. Packs we'd like to open. I have not seen this in an eternity. You want 11 fucking counters. I mean, they're gonna add Super Poly, right? You've got 9 cards left and extra. What are you still doing? What is left? I can change this to defense position, can't I? I can. There's nothing saying I can't. And they did control higher attack. Am I about to be, like, turn skipped or FTK? I'm about to be FTK'd in some way, aren't I? What am I missing? Can someone tell me? Because this is a notorious, just, like, bullshit card. You put Zold on the field, the world's your oyster. As long as, you know, it doesn't get negated, you've just got full combo of, like, 15 different FTKs, OTKs, table 500 setup shenanigans. This is a combo that can order you pizza. Ordering pizza is probably a lot simpler than doing this combo. Getting out gaming ingredients, learning how to cook pizza would actually take less time. I might have a hunger for pizza, I don't know. No quick plays. For me. Alright, so how many floodgates are we gonna see for me? Skip the main phase 1. It's death, isn't it? I fucking hate this game. I can't go to the end phase, so because I have a monster in attack position, I have to go to the battle phase. Do you reckon they get bored if I just... My timer is going down. I'm very tempted to just stall this out. Hello, Turtle. How do? At the moment, I'm being very salty about the fact that I've just been fucking FTK'd because, yay, they saw that, like, what is it? Opening was back to 3, and Beckoning was back to 3, and Throne was back to 3. And so, I'm being FTK'd. Because I have to attack Yugioh. And I have 2 monsters. And they have... just, like, I don't have hand traps to deal with this. I don't have quick play spells because I can't fucking use them. There's no trap I can use because they put monsters on my side of the field. Like, even if I was playing meta stuff, there isn't a card I can draw that actually interacts with the board state. But I'm not playing meta. I'm playing Masochist. And they are just waiting for the free win. Which, I guess, like, hello, how have you been? I hope you're doing well. I quit for over 4 months now. My time has come. What, are you a big fan of Yugioh? Are you a big fan of, like, just, you know, having those cards? Like, I'm a huge fan of this being legal and the Dark Beckoning Beasts and everything. Like, this being legal, great. You know, this being legal, great. Or, well, not legal, but, you know, extra copies. I love it. I'm actually a really big fan of it. We have a turtle avatar in the past and delicious memory at 3. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I get it. Pearly. But yeah, welcome back. It's nice to have you on stream. It's nice to have someone here. My viewer count has been a little bit weird. It feels like, you know, people have been in, but also just, like, stopped in, said, like, not particularly on purpose, just accidentally to say hi and what have you. And, you know, yeah. So, it's been a stream so far, long story short. What have you been up to in the recent weeks, recent streams as of late? The days gone by, if you will. The segment will only last for another 2 minutes. This is me being petty, but you know, it's been a day of work. I don't really care for this. If you're going to FTK me, you're going to wait the 5 minutes it takes. Because, yeah, I don't know how everyone else is, but I ache. Climbing was, well, actually not as intense as it has been sometimes. But it was, you know, it was a session. And between that and the abuse my leg has taken from Dark Souls 3, I am very tired. I am very achy. Did you know that I just apparently hate the Nameless King and just suck? It is the single longest fight I've tried to do in a Souls game, apparently, with a very easy, what is it? A very easy 30 plus attempts, definitely. Like, for completed Souls bosses, apparently it's just a nightmare. I just couldn't do it, you know? It's one of those times I just hit my head up against a wall, knowing the attack pattern, knowing the moves, knowing everything, and just not doing it. Needed to play Silksong in Peak. Come on, count down with them. They have only 20 seconds. What's Peak? I don't know that one. But yes, Silksong seems like it's a really good game. Everyone's, you know, rave reviews, obviously. Everyone's been waiting for it for like 7 years, something like that. So, there's that. Yeah, I do not care for a time limit loss. Peak is a climb. Oh, is it that one where you're a guy in a pot that's just trying to climb a mountain? Well, mountains of stuff. Is it that one? No, that's getting over it. Yeah, as you just said. Well, that sounds mildly interesting. And this hand seems mildly bad. What is it with drawing unplayable hands at the moment? I could not really get worse if I tried on some of these ones that I've just, like... I don't know. I keep getting hands of hand traps that I can't actually activate. Oh dear. Are we in a brick fest, or are they just better than me at the game? Okay, well, let's machine monsters now, okay? We're doing machines. We're apparently not doing machines. But they are doing stun. Such a good gear that I can't keep up. Yeah, I get that. I do. So, they are on stun. Which means maybe Tribute Summon a Bestial does actually win the game. Possibly. But we gotta get to that point. I really don't want to pay half my life. Okay. Right, well, you've Curse Seal the Forbidden Spell, one thing. Second thing? All they thinking. Neither player can banish cards. That's not what this does, my friend. Right. I'm going to Tribute Summon, because Tribute Summon is the most... Well, no, Flip Summon is probably the most insulated summon against stun, but this is second. Neos. No. Stay in the hand. I know it's there, but, so what? You're going to draw, I'm going to activate boss stage. Man, today has just been, like, miserable. Yeah, Magnamut's off, but who honestly cares? You know what? I think it's just more important that we just get her. They're not going to activate loads of effects in a turn. They've already shown this. So I think it's more important that we just have things. Anyway, what Neos can't be destroyed by battle generally. Important to know. We can Synchro for 7. We can't Synchro for 7 anymore. You... Okay, so you didn't Kaiju the Negate. That's interesting. But I guess that was my Tribute Summoned monster. So, I mean, is there a reason? We know what they have in hand. Let's just leave it. Let's honestly just leave it. I can't banish cards, but I don't necessarily need to. We get this. And we prevent our cards from being destroyed. That's the next play. I wonder what they're thinking. They have Marshmallow in hand, basically. I need to declare an attack, but they have Marshmallow in hand. Set 1. Sure. Let's do this. Yeah. We can just make rank 9s. We can make a monster negate. Is it only on our opponent's turn, or is it just... During your turn, during opponent's turn? Okay, it's during our opponent's turn for the negate. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. You can't stop everything. Can't banish with Call by the Grave, because that, you know, just isn't live. Summon this. Summon one from the grave. Warning. Okay. And I could protect it. We're not going to. But that's another 2k down on their front. So let's just send. Cards cannot be banished. So, we can declare an attack. They can declare Neos. And we can just negate, destroy, and then because this cannot be banished, it will just be sent to graveyard instead. It's endless. Where it didn't used to be. And that might actually just be the game. They have 500 whole life left. Can they stop one attack? No. See, that's all it's taking. Go against mildly incompetent decks. Or decks that lose exactly to generate a boss stage and proceed to draw generate a boss stage. Honestly, it has been such an awful stream. We've gone through... Okay, we are... Why are we 50-50 and it feels just so bad? I mean, this is an objectively horrendous list, right? You want to be playing less cards in stun. Because your good cards are so much fewer than your opponents. Yeah, we lost to Earth Machine because, what is it? They made Irise Heart, and they put it under Outrigger extension. And it also happened to have Goliath. So it's just indestructible, basically. And, yeah, understandably, we quit from that one. It has not been a good... Well, it's a 50-50 win rate, and it just feels like it's been a bad start. Oh yeah, we also haven't got anything impactful yet from Master Packs. That's something else to say. This is not a bad Predaplant. It is just kind of... It's not Battle Fader, it's not even Karibo, but it's kind of... It's one of... It's like those, I guess. Come on. We already have Basil Triss. Well, there are so many Yugiohs we don't have. At this point, I'd be happier if, like, even if it was a dupe, if we just got, like, a Royal. Because a Duke Royal that means that we at least get an extra pack from it. But, like, at the moment, we've just been getting dupes. For no reason. DD Othros. Target spell trap on the field. And one of the DD or Dark Contract destroy. Sure. Level 4. We already had it. We already had it, and it's not useful. Don't have enough. I mean, Breakthrough Skill is Breakthrough Skill. This is basically Imperm. Kind of Imperm times 2. It's almost as good as Lost Wind. In fact, it's kind of as good as Lost Wind. I guess that's a card that actually does go in the deck, right? Why am I going into that one? We're going into the dual screen first. Right. What would we cut for Breakthrough Skill, though? Because it's getting to the point where I'm just including cards and they stay and they don't do anything. Or everything is good enough, but it's like putting it to like just, 50 cards is not worth it. I don't feel like Savage is worth it anymore in the extra, so maybe it's time to swap the extra deck up a little bit. What links would we put in? Have we been aching for Haggard at any point? This is technically the second copy of Inspector Border. Okay, time for a bit of a deck edit. What are we doing? Probably cut it, like... I think we are just cutting Borlow. I don't know the last time we seriously summoned it. Like, for a negate. That's the issue. And then in that case, I think we need to go into the Synchro... No, not the Synchro lineup. We want to be looking at the Link lineup. See if there's anything in here first. Like, we do have Wind Pegasus at Ignista. Dragite is a summonable... And... Oh. Huh. You know, it might actually be Dragite. Water, which we're playing 2 of. Water. We just need to have one of them in the grave. And if we happen to excavate Utgarda, Then we get a bouncer card. Huh. You know what? Why not? Yeah. Let's chuck him in the extra. And I feel like we have to cut something from the main, but I just do not know what for the life of me. And if we're putting him in, we actually want to keep Assault Synchron in because it combos with the Bestial. You know what? Just run it. 47 cards. What's the worst? It's our best deck. We will just draw the good cards. We weren't doing it earlier, but, you know, we've made a change. So we'll now just start doing it. And that all starts with going first, of course. And as far as the hand goes, looks killer. Alright, special in defense. Activate to search. Ash Blossom. Perfect. That is a-okay. Right. Normal summon. I still feel like the weird screen kind of glitchy thing is still happening. Not constantly, but every now and then, it's really annoying. Alright, so we have Impulse, we have Fenrir, we can tag into Ha. Whether it's worth tagging into Ha, maybe not. Right. I think it has to be Ha. It's Earth Machine or it's Ancient Gear. I want to hedge bets. If they don't have the monsters to fusion summon, then we're safe. It is in fact Ancient Gear rather than Earth Machine. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna save the Kashtira for later. There's Golem. That's something we can actually stop with this. I think we just hold. Leave Fenrir, they've got 3 cards in hand. Monster Reborn, 4. What did you target? Statue. Yeah. It's hard once, isn't it? Yeah. Link 2. Ballista. You can add a Gear Town or a monster. Right, we let that happen. There's Gear Town. And then I think we just banish the Link. Destroy it, and if you do special summon it... Okay, no, this is a 2 for 2. I think we have to do it. Negate that. Gear Town remains. And we're good. Yeah. Ugh. Hello, Gaming Addict. Welcome. We are trying our hardest to actually grind through Platinum. It's proving very mixed. I feel like it's going a lot worse than it is. It's going passably. Although, to be fair, we do need it on the, better side. We are trying to get up to Diamond eventually. No. Nope. Definitely not. That is so specific. It seems we have no good cards from here again. I know it's a drastic surprise that the legacy packs are not proving to be useful, but, well, that's what the master packs are for, right? Give us the good cards. Do the things. Maybe. Not 100 duplicates. Okay, to be fair, this is the most new cards we've got in a single pack today. Granted, this is unplayable. This is unplayable. This is probably playable. From your hand, but it does piercing. It's from hand, it's not the worst. Both players take any battle damage. Any battle damage is halved if this card is destroyed in the pendulum zone. So that's that. Okay, you can type one of your wind synchros return. No. We got a second one! Let's go! Is my boy. Couldn't have been a royal rare for me, could you? Pretty please, you know? Really late royal rare? Shows only in the pack screen. Okay, if you're not going to be a royal rare, could we get, like, I don't know, Hamon? Could we get royal rare Hamon? Pretty please? Just so we could open, like, an extra pack? Maybe? Maybe? No. All duplicates. Archetypes, well, machine-specific Mirror Force. Which does work with Clockwork Knight, but it's a lot better to just run in a pure machine deck and not have to run the Clockwork... Well, not have to use the Clockwork Knight to make it live, let's put it that way. That's anti-burn, but on spells specifically, which is a limited amount. I feel like the burn that we're taking is monster effects or just... Monster effects or transaction rollback, I think. And both of those are just both equally unpleasant, but equally unpreventable by that one card. Going second against Yugioh sucks. Well, today I do not have much argument. You did miss the thrilling gameplay of me refusing to surrender and refusing to attack into a U-Bell board because they fucking FTK'd us. Which was a fun time, so, you know, I'm still a little tilted on that front. Maybe they've bricked by the looks of this. Melfi. Sure. Your opponent normal special summons up to 2 Melfi. I mean, the summon of this isn't a once per turn. You can return this to the hand, then you can special summon 2 Melfi monsters. Right, we're going to attempt to start with boss stage. We'll see what happens. We're then going to attempt to use Clockwork Knight, because I'm not sure what the Melfis say. No, okay, these two need beasts. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. Okay, so special summon Ogre. Melfi can be kind of annoying, but like I think our position is decent. I'm just curious about what the face down is and these two back row, because it's just Wally at the moment. Normal or special summons. Right, so that gets activated. What do you lock us out of again? Light, Earth, Wind. I might actually just stop that, honestly. This is a dark. Lopta's a fire. Valor's a fire. Ha's a dark. This is a water. I think that was the right move. 5 cards. 1, 2. Oh. Huh. I'd rather you didn't burn me for all Oblivion. I'm going to add a Forbidden Quick Play spell. We get the Forbidden Quick Play spell. We go Battle Phase. We keep it very simple. Attack the Wally. Ceasefire. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what could activate at the moment. Like, there's something that can activate, but I just have no idea what it is. Of course, our board is in a very nice position, because they draw a card, we get to Ha, which is just an Omni-Negate, and then we can tag into Lopta. Lopta can tag one of the others into Naglfar, which is, I think, what we want to do. Magic Cylinder or Secret... Well, okay, I think it's Secret Barrel. It's not Magic Cylinder because it's just permanently activatable. I mean, yeah, why not, right? I'm not particularly concerned about the other cards in your hand at the present, so just no. I know you drew Catty for turn. And beyond that, what do you have? Something you can't use. I've got Chalice if it is something you can use, and Condemned Witch can tang out. They're not beasts anymore, so there's nothing about that. End phase. Maybe I should have Condemned Witch in the... Okay, it doesn't matter. That's fine. Anyway. Ogre. Top 5. No, they just went to end phase, so... Yeah, I guess we just chain strike. It's not even particularly difficult, I don't think. I think it's as simple as turn this to attack, do this, target this, and yeah, now it can be targeted for an attack. They can attempt to use the effect, but it's all effect. And it's negated, so we can just swing in for 6-8. And we can banish another card off the top of the deck. Cease, Puppy, just Blast. So it's just this one. No more monsters. Mahama. Mahama. Are you gaining the life or inflicting the damage? Inflicting the damage. That is dumb, because I know exactly what your next top deck is. It is Ceasefire. And that's not going to kill me. Whereas you are dead right now. Like this second. Okay, there we go. And we get a rank up. Let's go. We get 100 gems. Yay. That's some of the cost back of these packs. Because, once again, Platinum proves expensive. 2 packs for a glorious victory over Burn. We got Earthbound support that we already had. Gagaga. Timaton. This guy is decent. We already had that one. 2 packs per win because Platinum, but yeah. And Duelist Genesis. That is a new card. If we have a Tune-Up on your... in your field or graveyard, really. On your field or in your grave. Add a synchro. We have a good few tuners, so like this is playable, but it's about what are the related cards. And are any of these playable? Because I don't think so. They're all searchable, but it does require us getting to Duelist Genesis first. Or Duelist Genesis plus a tuner. Which is a bit of an ask. Right, second pack. Surely we can get something cool. Tridewinds. Alchemic, which is just not played for the fact that it requires 3 materials, but it required 2 materials, probably would be. Amorphage Infection. Amorphage monsters gain 100 attack defense per Amorphage. If a monster's in your hand or you control is tributed or is destroyed in battle, add an Amorphage. Well, this is the advantage engine for that small pool that we have. Morphtronic, so it's not worth it, and requires a lot more cards. Yeah, this card is actually pretty good, but only for the fact that it's, you know, 3 level 4 spellcasters. And, yeah, I guess, next duel, because currently the most impactful thing we've pulled today is probably Breakthrough skill for the majority of our decks. We did get a Mano Iwato as well. So we're playing this one, we're playing Breakthrough. We took out Borrowload and we put in Risen, simply because we're playing 2 Nidhogg. This is a decent tuner. You have Ogre. Like, in theory, there's a few ways to put a Water in the grave. And it could also possibly excavate Utgarda for a bounce. Is it hugely suboptimal? Probably. Have we ever tried it? No. And we're going second. Although, that name, is that a bot or a player? Probably a player. Taking long enough. I'm going second. What else have I been up to over the weekend? There genuinely isn't a lot. I was playing, like, some Hades, but I've kind of switched back to just playing Dark Souls 3, just to get through it. I'm chugging through a DLC area at the moment. Millennium. That is not my cup of tea. 6k is still 6k. I mean, you're gonna open it sometimes in 60, so it could be a bot, but it's also, if it's a bot playing Millennium, which, you know, there are harder things for it to pilot. Although, that's certainly a card. Yeah, reveal Ankh. I went to work and did literally nothing over the weekend. Well, you know, doing literally nothing over the weekend, sometimes you just need that every now and then. They now have 2 Millennium Ankh in hand, which means they can fusion someone once this turn, once next turn. What can I do? I can make a link to. Okay. Azurune? It's gotta be Azurune. Or you're finished. It is Azurune. Ankh. which means this goes back to the extra. So they're not waiting for the MST. They are just going to summon this and instantly negate the Fenrir summon. At least that's what I would think. You've got a once per turn spell trap negate. You're going to set something in the end phase. Maybe you won't set something in the end phase. Probably are. Yeah. Exod. Obliterate. Turn. Draw. Draw the card. Blocked at 2. And summon in the mate. Fuck's sake. No, we are against a player. Which really, really, really shocks. What am I doing? You are with the words de fleur in them. Now, that could be Baron, but it could also be Sodge, or... how would you say it? Sauja? There's a level 8 Dark that, at least I think it's a Dark. Looks like a darker Chevalier. Actually, no, Chevalier is a super. It had the word, yeah, I know the one. Yeah, so it's got to be this. And then this one. Excuse you. No, it's not a particularly bad card. Like, there are a lot of worse cards you could have. And of course it is a high level, easy summon non-tuner. And they're sending that to the grave. There's Blue Eyes. I gotta admit, I'm really fucking struggling over here. Once per turn, if this card battles during damage calc. Yeah. Right, so we do this. Gonna use the negate on it, probably. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't. Huh. Once per turn if this card battles. Battle phase? That dies. That kills Lopter. Main 2. Special defense. Activate search. I don't know if we live. Like, completely seriously. I also put this in the wrong column, but I'm pretty sure we don't live. You really, really gotta love that it's all cards. Just, like, nuke the whole fucking field. We either have the perfect counter to Exodia, or we lose so hard to it, it's not even funny. And I do not know why there is such an in-between. It's alright, we got like 6 streams to get up to Diamond. But I kind of want to get to Diamond. They're making me go first. Theme of the deck, sadly, Exodia Obliterate. Yep, that is the theme, you know? It's on brand, it's on point. I hate these hands, I hate these hands. What do you give me these hands for? Bro, I'm not doing shit. Chill. I set a whole card. I know Malice exists, but you can chill out a bit more than that, you know? You're on 48? 48-15. End. Okay. Gotta be honest, I was not expecting that. Well, we get Druisworm. Special. Battle. 3k. Cool. Your move. I really do not have anything, and I'm not wanting to commit just, like, Yazi for no reason. There's also a chance that it's not Yazi, but, you know, I kind of need them to play the game a bit to work out what I'm wanting to commit to. Okay, Jizakira. That's fine. I want them to declare the effect. Target this. And nope. Bye-bye. End phase. Activate field spell. Normal summon. I do now have more attack than if I just summoned Star Eater. I might just summon Star Eater. And good move. Your move. You get a draw. We get a boss stage. Right. Am I going for her? I think I'm going for Lopter into her. Nibiru. Yeah, we do this. I think we tribute itself. Not because I'm scared about the attack stat, but because I want to see if this works. That hits the field, it gets tributed. Now, in theory, it could res, but, like, I'm not particularly pissed if it doesn't. Triple attack. Draw 2. I think we just stop this, right? If they had anything, they probably would have, you know, done it already, right? And if they have something that just makes it... Yeah, okay. Perfect read. Because if they had anything that just would have done it, they would have just, you know, tagged it. They would have just shotgunned it, right? Because we have the big token. Well, anyway, that's a nice win against Makanko. Right, 3 wins to rank up. We can do it, right? It's not going to take us 5 hours. Also, we learned it didn't trigger. True. Which makes sense, to be honest. because it's like, it's on field mid-chain, it's not on field at the end of the chain. Wait, hold on. That one might be useful, but very, very, very strong maybe, you know. Dynamist. That's good. And this is the only thing that's new, which tells you about how much we're playing them. Right? Master Pack. Come on. You could give us, like, another boss stage. Boss fight. Something like that. You give us more Sacred Beast support. Okay, summons from hand, 15/15. And then... that's kind of bad. Like, it is a special summon, but at what cost? And the rest of that we aren't playing anyway. Pendulum Switch and Xyz Burst probably the best cards in there. Simply because the Fiendsmith one requires way too many things to do. And the other two are technically playable right off the bat this second. Even if we won't, they are playable. That's unplayable. Is that summonable? Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth, plus a non-effect synchro. Like, okay, it's summonable by Poly. But do we have Harmonic Synchro? I can't remember. That's gotta be our third copy. Which really is unfortunate, because anything that isn't the field spell for this deck is irrelevant. It is a Mech Knight. It adds to the Mech Knight pile. What can I say? Well, packs, you know. That's how they roll. They give us very little. We go into the next duel. We get even more little stuff. The bad Mech Knight. I mean, yeah. There's no real way of, you know, debating that. He is the biggest one defensively, which for us is actually pretty neat, but in terms of effect, it is infinitely the worst one. Best one is just Move Man, because, you know, it is just the best one. And then the next one is probably Morningstar, the extra deck. Ooh. Our opponent has things. Right, well, we're going to do a very powerful normal summon. And we're going to get Forbidden Chalice. And if they Ashless for some reason, then we're not going to get Forbidden Chalice. It is that simple. We're getting Forbidden Chalice, okay. Droll? No. They're holding something. I guess they're holding Ash for, like, the main phase on their turn. It's the only thing I can think of. I'd really want them to not be. Yeah, of course. Summon from deck. Am I about to be FTK'd, do you think? Like, completely seriously, am I about to be FTK'd? You pitch rollback. Big welcome. This might just be regular Labyrinth. No. You know, I'm good. I can't target this. Yeah. Seems fun. What do we think? I don't want to give them a draw, but if I don't tag this out, it dies. Bad counter to lab in Masochist deck. Well, a counter to lab is a counter to lab. End of the day. Yeah, they got Coup Clock. Of course they got Coup Clock. Go for it. You can activate one the turn it was set, summon a Labyrinth from hand or deck, then return a monster you control to the hand. This really fucking sucks, but I think I need to do this just to get bodies. If you go first, it's good. If you go second, it's bad. Ain't that just the life? I gotta draw. They summoned from deck. It's gonna be... Yep, lovely. Well, that's Lady. They bounce that. Monster is left the field by a hand or by a thingy. What do we have? 1. And then you. To bounce it to hand, right? Yeah, let's just fire the second one, actually. Just in case they were, you know, planning to snipe it. It's negated. Now, they're not going to bounce it, because, of course, the effect's not going to go through. So they're going to bounce this, or they're going to bounce this. And, you know, that's just what it... They are bouncing it. You confuse me. Just a little bit, but you do confuse me. You can draw 1 card. I mean, that's going to resolve anyway. We are probably completely screwed. I really should have toggled on. I want your monster. Gimme. Okay. Summon a level 4 or lower fiend from deck. What is the level 4 or lower fiend? Chandelier. It's just bodies. I don't really know what's going on in this game state. I know they've probably got a ton of aggro. They're doing unchanged shenanigans. I guess I just wasn't winning, you know? I needed to do a base amount of things, and it really sucks that they just, like, forward, so they just get draws when I do my base amount of things. It's not oppressive. The worst it would have been was, like, summon a negate that would have cost me my board anyway. Link 3, and it's their turn, so they can in fact just use the effect. You're going to use that one, which makes sense. It was summoned by not its own effect, so that's handy. And then... yeah, destroy that, destroy this, get this back, attack. No, you're just putting it in the grave. You do realize you could just destroy the trap. It doesn't matter. Of course it doesn't matter. But, like, they could. Also, I could just, like, anima this. Which might genuinely be the play. Right, so we're doing this. We're gonna summon. We're gonna effect. Special summon a lab. Okay. That's fine. I mean, it's not, but it has to be fine. Okay, so returning this to the hand, that is okay. Oh, no, it gets banished. Fucking twat. There's the rumour. Which is okay. I think I just want this. Because they're going to add, I'm going to make them send a monster. Now, granted, they've got several, you know... They've got several monsters to send. But, like, they're sending one of them. Arius. Anyway, new chain. Send a monster, please. Well, it's not going to be one of those two. What are you setting from deck? Big welcome. How does Arius read again? Oh, don't fucking coup clock again. That was last turn, wasn't it? It was... Could you fucking stop? Would you give it a rest? Oh wow, EV. Lovely. Are you tributing the... No. No, you're not. Well... You can see it is not spell cards. No, I really hate them because I don't have much to do on my turn. I want to do my turn, you know? I don't feel this is a horrendous ask. Why can you activate this oh, you can activate one card this okay, right, no, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, they're gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, but the thing is, the play is to get Ha. Ha is already on the field, he is already face down. Now I know you get Arius, so I don't really have an option. Activate boss stage. Card is added from the main deck to the opponent's hand. Yeah, it's not happening for a minute. They get to pop a random card, which they're not going to pop a random card. It's going to be boss stage. Because... like, what am I supposed to do? I really don't like decks that play on my turn. I have, like, 5 actions I can do if I'm really popping off, you know? So, can I just have my 5 actions? It's not much. It ain't much, but it's honest, you know. It's honest gambling. As long as Exod is not actually, you know, just playing Exodia. Or as long as they're playing it badly, one of those two. This is playable. What am I thinking? Normal Thurman. on, do a thing, do a thing, do a thing. Yes. You are unfamiliar. We love that. And what are we getting in this case? In this case, I think it is just Ha. So it's on field for the negate next turn. They don't get their draw. I get a set. I don't have boss stage. That was why I was wondering what I was going to get. I'm just used to having boss stage. If they add, they must send a monster. If they would speckle, I can negate. I don't have a trap in the grave, but it can negate. Is it in fact, you know, Millennium? Because Maxi means, like, literally any deck. They've only got a 7-card extra. I would not actually be surprised if it is Millennium. Yeah, there it is. Pay the cost. No, I said pay the cost. Yeah, okay. Negate that. I do not want you to have access to Ankh. Okay, sure. That is in fact a special summon for 15. That has only cost them 500, which isn't particularly great. Why have I started seeing this in every list, by the way? Like, this isn't a card you play, surely. Like, not even as a one-of. There are just better things to play. Right, send monster. Hand or field, anything. They're thinking. I don't know why this gives them great pause. It shouldn't. Yeah, you've got an illusion monster. Just keep the one that can't be destroyed by battle. During your main phase, place a monster from your hand in your spell trap zone, then place a Millennium from your deck. Do you... Oh, you don't have a monster in your hand, do you? We take those. We take those kind of deals. Right, normal summon. We want to use this effect. Special summon. Special summon. What are we looking? So I could get 9 lives cat. The last card in hand isn't Nibiru. I think I want to get 9 lives cat. We didn't use this turn? No, we did use this turn. We're going to get this. It's expensive, but I think it's worth it. Do we have one banished? We don't. So, what's the play? Is it to banish it? Your next standby phase? It might just be to banish it until the next standby. Or I could destroy it to out it permanently. Let's destroy it. it? Do we mean that? Monster, you can place it in your spell trap zone. Okay. But it already is a spell. No, okay, I want to get in for damage. And then we're not going to activate the effect of Yazi. We are simply just going to go battle phase. Because there is now very little point to get the Unk. Like, even if they do, they only have 500 life. And what does Exodia do with 500? Pretty little. Like, that is okay. You can gain back 15 at best at the present. So I'm not going to bother. Okay. They are going to make Exodia. They have to have it face down, right? Like, they have to have the trap face down on the field for this to do anything moderately useful for them. And even if that's the case, they're relying on me to, like, do a thing. Because if this isn't the trap, they lose on the spot. This can't summon itself. Yeah. Oh no, they can just get the trap now, right? This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. He says. It's not. What can I get? So I can get Valor. We start with this. You can destroy, like, the whole field right now. But yeah, that doesn't do what you want it to do. Because I do still get Valor. And correct me if I'm wrong, I need not do anything. We just simply attack, you know? Unless I missed that and they're actually able to... I guess they're able to activate it? Okay, we misplayed. No, he didn't. They're only gaining 1250... No, okay, it then gains the attack, yeah. No, I should have actually used the effect to summon because I kind of forgot about this in the back row. Like, I did and didn't forget about it. But long story short, yeah, okay, they're gaining, like, 1250. I can attack and defeat this, but... eh. Normal summon. Search. I gamed myself. What can I make here? Right. It's not the thing because they just, and it's activated, so I'd actually need, like, 2 of those. Main 2. Set 1. We good. think we are, anyway. We got Chalice, we got Witch. They have 1,000, which means they can't actually do any of their, like, you know, Millennium things unless they have Unk already. Are both my... Oh, both my Lopters are in the grave. Add a Forbidden One monster, okay. Are they going for the alt win con? Get Exodia. Guardian Slime. Okay, and what's the other one you place? Like, unless you've hard drew Unk, there's nothing you do. Granted, I thought my Condemned Witch had a target. I should have paid a little bit closer attention. Yeah, 13. I mean, I'll take it. Because I can just attack this and that's the game. Unless they realise that and want to speed it up in my favour. No. Alright. 1,200. I guess they don't leave it on the field, right? They're not that dumb. Oh, it's an illusion. Huh. More you know. What's in the grave? Right. Game. Actual game, which we should have closed out last turn. Okay. A little overdue, but we did it. Victory over Exodia. Yeah, this is going to be the issue, isn't it? We're going very much win-loss here. Yeah. Stringing together a series of wins is going to be difficult enough because I'm in plat. I then also do need to play just a little bit better. Just a little bit. Right. Super Nimble Mega Hamster. Typhoon. That's turn 0 spell trap destruction, right? Is that better than Olonoids? I think it's better than Olonoids. Wait, that's not our first copy. Are the other ones bookmarked? I could only assume the other ones are bookmarked. Infernity and Crystal Beast. So this card is the best, probably. Let's open the other pack. Yeah, I don't know. The only reason I could see why we aren't playing Typhoon is that the other copies are bookmarked and we got them in like a starter deck or something. Second Dynamicious. Only does face-ups, but that might be good enough. Yeah, that's not happening. For some reason. Stacks the deck on normal summon. I don't think that's good enough. You don't think they're in the starter deck? Where are they then? If that's not my first one... No. Right. I need to nip to the loo for a moment, so let's do Duel Live. Random. And as usual, turn off the stats. Put the... Nope, not that one. That one. And we are in fact back. Okay. This one, and end replay. Right, so I'm going to look them up in the deck builder simply because that's just going to be easier. Where are we at? Typhoon 2. How to obtain. No, we just have 2 Typhoon we haven't been playing, huh? We did just get a second Dynamicious. Dynamicious requires a discard. We aren't particularly stacked with, like, hand advantage. We have some cards that are fine in the graveyard, like we have Destrudo, we have Valor, recently acquired Breakthrough Skill, if we happen to draw into it. Technically, Dynamicious is fine in the graveyard with itself, Lost Wind, but, I really don't want to increase the deck size too much more, but I don't actually know what would be taken out for these. I mean, I think this swap makes sense to me. Ah, but it only targets a face up. Olenoids at least targets a face down. I mean, it would have stopped the FTK that we went. Okay, I think we keep Olenoids. And we do. I think I'm just going to run those. Man, the deck size is creeping up, and I'm not entirely happy with it, but I don't really know what I want to cut. It's the sort of thing, it's going to punish me at a point when I really don't want it to. Like, I might get to, like, a few wins till Plat 3, or actually get into Plat 3 and they're just immediately knocked down. Right, we're probably going second. As, you know, we lost the coin toss, and that's generally how things play out. Although, this is taking us suspiciously... Okay, there we go. As expected. Why are you still on that screen? How is the... I mean, hey, it's got Dark Ruler. Dark Ruler, Yazi Access seems decent. They aren't putting up monsters. Huh. Do I even want to Dark Ruler? Or do I even want, like, the Yazi at the moment? I don't think I do. Let's get Chalice. Troll? No. It's a very expensive Destrudo, so I'm thinking genuinely just Battle Phase. Pokemon for 100. I think you can afford to take 100. But I'm not going to have that be like the deciding factor that I didn't swing in with Condemned Maiden. We still got Dark Ruler, we got a Chalice, we got a Condemned Witch. Condemned Witch tags into Lopter, to Valor, to Nidhogg. Funny? No. They are really down bad for, like, trying to get started, aren't they? We definitely do this, I'm just not sure. During your opponent's battle phase. So, okay, I don't think we care about that right now. Like, they could book this, but that's, like, completely fine. They have a monster on the field, which might be it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that does make sense. Okay, once per turn, send a monster from your hand, special summon a Flame Swordsman. Sorry, once per turn when a monster target. Okay. So you send this. Gets exactly Flame Swordsman, right? Yep, OG Flame Swordsman. Quick effect, target, equip. Do you have something in the grave? Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay. And that's not enough. That is. Are you doing that second effect? That's the question, I guess. I can still, like, Dark Rule of the field. Yeah, send it to the grave. It gets you out the big thing. Like, I could negate the pop. Real funny. That's fine. I can take that. Now this gives it like 2 attacks, I think. Oh, I'm just dead. Am I? No. Why am I not just dead? Yeah, I'm 100 off. I guess it was more important to negate the first thing. But this is fine. This just means that Destrudo is free, you know? End phase of this turn, but that thing was negated. It's now a quick effect, but I can negate that. I just don't deal them any damage. I'm going to be running this very close to the wire. Right. Dark Ruler. No effect for you, because otherwise I fucking die. Valor. For this one. I don't actually know what Mirage does. What does Mirage do? Destroyed by battle or card effect, special this. Okay. So what can I do? I can banish this temporarily. It will lose the equip. I don't think they have another way to quick effect it. I'm tempted to... Long story short, I'm tempted to Lopter. Just for Destrudo. Into the Psyframe, which I think might actually be the better play. Do you have anything? I can't... It was cheated out, so... Yeah. We do it this way. I mean, 150 life points. What's the difference at this point? So put that face up. I've got to wonder what the trap is. Because I believe it's going to be a trap. Oh, I could just make this. That's kind of funny. No. We're going for longevity, hopefully. Bye-bye. I mean, this can't use its effect, so it's basically what's the face down? Droplet. Droplet send that. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. Right? Could normal summon this for Star Eater. This one would be banished. Is it worth it? What do you get out of this again? What does he do? Mirage. I don't really want that. So I think what we do is set that. End phase, toggle on. No, what do you mean? Okay, so it's whoever blinks first? No. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah. Fuck me, I guess. I have that card. I should know what it does. Did we fumble? I think we fumbled. What was I supposed to do? Lotta summon... I did check Typhoon. We have two, but I don't know if we want to play two. It feels like I'm in a really hard spot with the deck at the moment. I need to play a slightly bigger deck size because that means I'm less likely to draw the individual generators, I guess. And slightly more like, well, I don't know. Like, Boss Stage plus Iron Thunder is a really good hand. On the other hand, we're going second, so, you know. This just feels like tonight's kind of luck. I don't know how else to phrase it. Although, that is Bestial Magnet, the card. The movie, the game. Discard. Then target. Well. Okay. You do need to target still. I don't like the fact that, yeah, you're doing that. Is Director of D going to use the effect? Because if it is, that is probably the best Bestial target we could do. I don't think this guy's going to do his thing. Yeah, plays True Light. I mean, I could get rid of the Maiden. I think we wait here. And now we do it? As far as I know, that's going to be the correct play. Because that gets that one out of rotation, which is a tuner that just doesn't come back turn after turn. They haven't used their normal summon again, so they could do level 9 Synchro still. Sure? Not that that was a particularly productive thing, I don't think, but, go ahead. Send Blue Eyes. I guess you haven't used this, you're going to set the, Spell Trap card or monster effect. Right, so it's not a Spell Trap effect. It is a Spell Trap card or activation or a monster effect. Yeah, that does make sense. You've got 3 engrave. And that special summons a Blue Eyes monster from deck. There's Jet Dragon. Which means what? So the play here is make Anima. I believe it's make Anima. I can't target Blue Eyes White Dragon. But this card specifically isn't Blue Eyes White Dragon. Did they search Effect Veiler? No, they searched Maiden. Gimme. Now you see, funny interaction here. What's actually going to happen is this dies, and this is going to try and get equipped anyway and be sent to the graveyard. So, you know, that's a little bit of joy in my life, personally. Gate, then destroy that are in the monster or spell and trap zones. Right, so I'm going to set this one here. Hopefully they summon a monster to this column. That's the hope. Because if they summon a monster to this column, we can just use the counter trap. Set a spell trap. Okay. It can't be this one. Okay, that's fine. Draw. Right. So, Ash Blossom. Yeah, okay, fine. Could you summon a monster to this zone and use it? Like, this zone specifically. Just for its effect. Pretty please. No, that's who you're supposed to summon. Use this effect this turn? No. That's rough. Oh, and if I destroy anything, Jet Dragon comes back, I might actually just be cooked. Unless they use a monster effect in this column, I think I am just dead. The thing is, if I put this in the same column, they would avoid this column. So that's in defense position. Blue Eyes monster. In defense position, that's Jet Dragon. That's not going to activate its effect. Come on. Why wouldn't you put something that's going to activate its effect in this column? You could play with me a little bit here. You could, you know, you could be on my team. Lightstorm. Target spell traps up to the number of normals +1. I mean, yeah. Like, I have to stop this objectively, right? But if I don't stop it, I live. But, like, what else am I gonna do? Because, like, they just summon and they synchro 9 again. And then tag and... oh, wait, no, okay, I would have lived. I definitely would have lived. Ah, who cares? They had me over a barrel anyway, unless I draw exactly Valor. Probably specifically Valor. Yeah, it would need to be. They're not having a particularly good time either. Well, maybe they could be our salvation. I'd rather it be that way round than we are theirs, because it's taking me some fucking work. Connecting. Do we actually finish connecting? Like, I don't want to barrel out of duels just because I lost the coin toss. I'd rather, you know... I'd much rather go into a duel than just be stuck in the loading bit and get this. Especially because you can't... I don't think you can check what your opponent is on in that stage, which means that you have no idea of knowing what you missed, so I'd rather just go into the duel. Like, okay, sure, we won the coin toss here, but, like, I could have won the previous duel. Going second is not a death sentence. And yeah, I'm not alone. I mean, this be a hand. Standby. Main. Right, so the play is to activate boss stage first. And then we do this. Because they might just read special summon and drop something. They are not dropping something. Okay. But they are dropping an imperm. Vela. This one Valor isn't mission critical to us. So let's Synchro for Gimmer. Which does piercing now, because we made it with the little guy. I mean, that's the only way we can make it, but, you know. Right, set this. So we're not in Nibiru range next turn, even if we go for Lopter. Which I think we do go for Lopter. I really fucking hate... Ah, come on, man. I'm not trying to do much. I'm trying to resolve, like, a couple of cards. I've tried to resolve 2 cards. You have not let either of them resolve. No. Not in the slightest. Okay. Your opponent has declared battle. Okay. They are just putting him in the grave. Not using the effect. They really want to hold on to their Kashtira Ogre. Right, now, where is the Kashtira trap? Special summon a Kashtira monster is banished or in your hand. Sure. Go for it. Bye-bye. You control no monsters, which does give you freedom of the board again, but I have a hunch it's preparations and that's it. Nope, there's Birth. Expertly played around. If I've lost the duel for trying to keep them off the one resource I thought they had, that's really fucking awful. Like, on the one hand, no, genuinely good play by them, but I'm just ever so slightly pissed. Yeah, they're just gonna make an Xyz. They're gonna make a... Yep. What 3 did we get? One of the other copies of Valor. You fucking love to see it. Dark-armed. Yeah. This can't be destroyed. Boss stage can. This can't be banished. Boss stage can. Yeah, the thing is, they can destroy boss stage. They're going to try that now. Yeah. Face-up monsters you control cannot be destroyed or banished by your opponent's card effects this turn. Then if you activate it, yeah, okay. So, on the one hand, they didn't make Big Boy. On the other hand, we don't have much. Use the effect. So, we do this because this doesn't actually allow them, like, they can't banish us, long story short. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be proven right in our thesis, so I'm just not going to let that go. Yeah. We can't be banished by their card effects, so... Search. That goes through. 1. And 2. At least I had the right read on making this. Resolve. Get Druisworm. Card or effect activation. Yep. And yeah, we just do it. You control the card, so you can't imperm. Getting rid of that means that you probably don't have anything. Okay. Draw 2 cards. Still probably not going to help you. Okay. Banish that one. If this card is banished, target the banished Kashtira except the Ursus had it to your hand. I mean, they can do like the continuous spell or trap or what have you. What did it target? This? It targeted Birth. Okay. We're going to do this now. We're going to get rid of Dark Armed. So yeah, they get it back, but they can't use the effect because they did attempt to. You can only use each effect. Yeah. Punishment. Ooh, you shouldn't have. So, battle phase. Attack. Don't bother. Destroy it. If sent to the graveyard by a card effect. That is not a card effect. That is game mechanics. Well, it's battle. Which is part of game mechanics. Yeah, they've worked it out. However, what if Aggregator? Just saying. They've got 2,000 life points, 2 probably known cards. Ooh, we cannot allow that one. Yeah, what's in rotation is what you have. I don't care if you're getting it back with that. Yeah, that's fine. There's Unicorn. Target Unicorn. Aggregator. And then effective Aggregator. Nice game. Let's never do this again sometime. I'd rather not go up against you. Just ever. And as long as that works out for the both of us, we have an understanding. How many times does Ice Jade have to teach you this lesson? Man, she puts in some solid work. Probably our best level 10 synchro to date. Black Rose is also pretty impactful, but I think like she just can solo so much more than Black Rose. Anyway, hard-earned win. Kind of? I don't know. Cards for Black Feathers. Magician of Chaos. We have a second card summon off of Chaos form, which does become Dark Magician, which means that we can play it with the Eternal Soul. And then that can tag in. The thing is, it's like so many bricks. That's the issue with it. Because we'd have to run Chaos form, we'd have to run something that we could use as the tribute. That's kind of funny. Double die. You control no monsters, summon a warrior. Title warrior you control, summon an earth warrior. Those aren't necessarily bad effects. But yeah, the thing is, this requires a bit too much in terms of brick power. Because this is Magician of Chaos, Chaos Max Dragon, Chaos Form, and Eternal Soul. And even if we say like that's the minimum for it, that's 4 cards. And then we have to get a 5th card, which is, you know, something to tribute for this. And it's not like anything particularly helps with that combo. Right. Second pack. Another Serpent. Harpy Girl. Element Saber. Wild Legacy Wildlands. Another Goblin. And Survival's End. Lance and Goblin are probably the better cards from this one. Not particularly great packs, honestly. Right, well, we've got plenty of time to open good packs. We've got plenty of time to get these 3 wins up to the next rank, right? We can do it. We can hit Diamond this month and actually maybe get some wins in Diamond. I believe in myself, kind of. It's more about whether my deck building needs to change, and it probably does. Because I'm at a 48 card deck, which is already inconsistent. I need to cut down some of the slightly more situational cards. Like, in terms of hands, this is pretty good going second, but at the same time, you know how many traps we're playing. Like, there are about as many hands that are probably bricks for going second. This is actual Noble Knight. No, it's Infernoble Knight, which does Link Summon. That's a bonus. On the other hand, they're going to get through their whole combo, and there is fuck all I can do to stop them. I believe. Unless they're not actually on Infernoble and they're just on Flame Swordsman, they could be. But I would hazard a guess. It's going to be proper Infernoble shenanigans. That's a Synchro Summon. Now, owing to the fact that this is a stupid long combo deck, this might have to be the last one of stream. Regardless of whether we win, lose, or what have you. I'm still trying to work out about, I'm still trying to work out when I'm going to do, like, the extra stream, or the extra session, whether I record it in, like, my downtime or what have you. Because I do want to get in my full amount this month. Like, it feels really good to be able to reach Platinum in 2 streams. It is probably about as good a chance as I can get for the foreseeable future to climb up into Diamond and actually do something in Diamond. There's also the fact that, like, dueling Gold feels like it's no progress, just whatsoever. Simply because I'm only getting the 1 pack per win. It's taking me as many wins to rank up as in Platinum, the only difference being I don't get knocked back down again. And yeah, it's just holding me up from, like, getting more packs per win. Granted, the wins are technically easier to come by, but, you know, I just don't know. It's difficult for me to work out. I think I prefer playing in Platinum for the reason that I can get more packs. Although the win rate of this session shows that, yeah, it's definitely not a given. And at the end of the day, opening more packs means more cards. More cards means hopefully we actually do something that matters. And Link 1 imminent. I'm surprised they honestly just haven't summoned Isolde, like, at any point during this. Like, I was expecting Isolde shenanigans. I've got 30 cards in deck, 10 left in extra. We have not seen the omnipresent Warrior Link 2. So yeah, you equip this to this, you then make the Link 1, which can then bring this back, I think. I think that's how it works. You target. You do target. Spell trap or effect. Right. Phantasme! I've been holding it for the whole turn, expecting it is old. Okay, sweet. I get a draw 2, put 1 back. In this case, I think we put... yeah. You know, in some ways I'm very sad about the removal of Kashtira Birth and really thinking we should put it back in. On the other hand, I just don't know. I just factually do not know. I guess they're going to probably pop this for 500. How do you do? Negate, destroy? You know, I might... Oh, wait, hold on. Gains that target's original effects. Wait, it's not a monster negate? I thought you were a monster negate. How we doing? What do you got in your graveyard? Do you have a dark in your graveyard? Do you have a light? Doesn't seem like it. I don't have one in my graveyard. We'll pitch this because in theory I'm keeping the Phantasme. Draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards. They just always have the triple tack. Oh damn, they got a warrior lock in their warrior deck? That's really gonna hurt. Wait. Oh, you just gain it permanently? That's kinda crazy. And then this comes back. Now, I don't believe... Oh, okay, this doesn't target anyway, and yeah, Phantasme's gone. I guess I should have kept the Ogre. They've got a spell trap negate as far as I'm aware. You know what, yeah. We'll do that now. Valor. Yeah, luck of the draw, you never know, do you? I mean, they don't know based on what I'm playing. I could be playing Staples Turbo as far as they're concerned. Clockwork Knight will not do a whole lot. In fact, it's going to do less than nothing because they're not even going to spend the negate on it. It's just when equipped to a monster, period. Destroy one card on the field, it's going to be the Clockwork Knight. Yes, yes sirree. They've got a once per turn spell trap negate, and we have 2 spell traps, one of which is going to get negated this turn. If it doesn't get negated this turn, then that's dumb play on their end. Like, 100%. Yeah, as is expected. Which leaves us with exactly Lost Wind for next turn. Which, as far as I can tell, is not going to cut it. Like, I can hit this thing, I think. Yes. Oh, but it does just tag out. Cowardly. Stand and fight. Here we believe in equal rights. Which means, you know, dragons can fight, mice can fight, men can fight, eldritch women. Continue to attack. Yeah. Crash. Activate. Can't use you. Send you, I guess. I can't target this for... Oh, can't target. Yes. We are, in fact, done. Both with the duel and with today's stream. Because, goddamn, am I having a midday at best. That don't look pretty. We started here. So, 3 and 3. Well, 6 and 6. And then 7 and 8. So it is just under 50%. But it still just feels rough. Like, I don't know. How do I have to explain that it feels rough? Let's actually just double check the stats and make sure that I am doing it completely correct, though. So... Oh, that is our 700th win we got some time ago. Nice. And we've played... what? 1847. Oh, we went... Huh. Unless I recorded it wrong last time, because that's 17 played 8-1. Which makes it 8 and 9. I guess not 7 and 8. Well, the more you know. I'm happy to double check it in the stat screen. Also, I do not know what this collector's file is for. I do not currently understand what it's for. If someone does know, that'd be great. It seems like it's kind of a Pokédex kind of thing, but for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's for the new... Oh, it's specifically for the new bundle. Like, nothing else. Well, that sucks. Is there, like... Yeah, okay. Damn. That is a little bit of a letdown. It would have been cool to have like a kind of card collection bit for it and be like, hey, you have all the cards for X archetype, give you like a speckle thing. Like, there are a lot of archetypes in the game, but it can't be that much to design for like one cosmetic for. You have like 3 copies of every card. Every currently legal card, that is. Anyway, let's not moan about cosmetics, because the real thing to moan about is the fucking ban list. Collect the cards from the Orcus pack. That's just so bad. But yeah. That has been a stream. We have done fine. We ranked up once. We haven't deranked. We maintained an approx 50% win rate, which means that we are maintaining our 33% win rate by default. Are we actually improving on it? No. Yes? No. I don't know. Doesn't matter. My name is Cat Monarch, and I look forward to catching everyone on Thursday Eve. Don't think there's any reason I'm not going to be here, so yeah, that's the plan. We will continue Masochist then. Until that time, I hope you've all had a good time watching. Thanks you all for participating in stream, popping in, what have you. Oh. Well, yeah, no, I'm so sorry. You did just get here. I've been going for about 3 hours, mate. Yeah, on the one hand, hello, it's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, you know. Fuck. It's nice to see you. I'm happy you know, popping in. I'm happy you seem to be in good spirits otherwise, you know. The VOD's still here, like, you know, the VOD exists if you're really desperate for it. And you can watch the VOD at increased speed, which means that the painful bits you can trim. There are, you know, there are benefits to catching it as a VOD. I'm sorry that you got here, like, right at the last minute, but, like, you know, I tend to finish at about 10. You'll watch the replay. Aww. You know, I was kind of kidding about it. You genuinely don't have to. Like, you haven't missed a lot. Did you play with the new deck? By the new deck, well, if you mean the generator deck by the new deck, then yes. If you do not mean the generator deck, I'm wondering what the last thing you saw was then. You mean the generator deck. Yeah, we've been on it for this month because I want to see just how far we can get. To give you a quick little summary, we managed to get up to Plat 4. We're kind of still hovering that 50-50 win rate. We've got our 700th win milestone that I didn't know we passed. And yeah, we haven't got a huge amount that makes the deck very different. We've got a Mano, which we have not seen once, but it's here. It's basically Inspector Border number 2 if we can just, you know, see it. How do you get to your wins losses? Oh, as in, like, the stats that are up here, how do I approximate? Well, if you go to, like, your user data over here, there is literally a tab that is called data. And you can see that, you know, total number of duels, 800 or 1847. Standard duels 1, 700. And so you just do the math. They don't tell you outright how many you've lost, but in this case it's actually very simple. It's 1147 lost. Which is not all that bad, honestly. But yeah, the deck isn't too different. There are a couple, like, new cards here or there that we pulled. Which, yeah, we got a Mano, which is basically Inspector Border number 2. We got Breakthrough Skill. And yeah, we got another copy of Typhoon and another copy of Dynamicious. I didn't know that we got Typhoon earlier, though. And I'm really torn on how my Spell Trap lineup should look, how my monster lineup should look. I'm not quite knowing how to trim the deck down, which is the current issue. We also swapped out what is it, Risen, or... Yeah, we swapped out Borrowload for Dragite. Oh, if you are about Imano, yes, like, we are just playing the strongest cards we have without regard for, like, whether they're healthy for both players, you know? I mean, we're playing, you know, we're playing Tikaboo. We're not playing Rivalry, because Rivalry hurts us. Tikaboo we can play around with the generators being pretty much different things, with the exception of, you know, Lopter, Valor, and the tokens. But Rivalry just kills us in half because, you know, sure, we get the fairies, but then that's it. I'm unsure if, like, Clockwork Knight is one of the things to go, but the thing is, like, it's one of the few things that does something going second. Yeah, looks wild and not in a good way. It's a good summary. I just don't know. I'm struggling with how we cut this deck down. Because 45 isn't too high a deck count. I can live with that. 48, unless we're on a significant amount more generator cards, is not a good way for it. And I don't really know what we're doing in terms of cutting it down. You take all the anti-meta out. Probably, yeah. Take all the anti-meta out, leave all, like, the good stuff staples in. And in terms of the anti-meta, what is the anti-meta? It would have been Phantasme. Phantasme is anti-meta. What else is anti-meta? Impulse is good stuff staple. I feel like Alpha, like, he's really damn good. But, like, we could just not play him as well. Floodgate is very reliant on going first, but... And that is an anti-meta when it comes down to it, because we're counting on being able to lock down Ryziel or lock down Malice. Malice, you put the monster face down, they can't use it as link material. Ryziel, you put it face down, it can't be used as Xyz material. The obvious problem with that against Ryziel now is that Mitsurugi's in the thing, which obviously doesn't anti-meta that. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Dark Ruler comes up, like, the thing is, the Ghost second cards do come up. Dark Ruler matters. It might just be, like, drop the Floodgatey cards, and then call it a day. In fact, no, not right click. I need to, it's just, yeah, left click, options. It's copy deck. Bunker stop deck, both versions. But you can't attack. Like, yeah, I can't do damage, but I can clear the board. The important bit is it actually lets me play through things. What is it if I just kind of, like, drop the Floodgatey cards? It's probably those ones, and if we cut the counter to Malice. Like, dropping the Floodgatey stuff, that's the current version. Which, in and of itself, ain't too bad in terms of card count. And it would actually give us more space. You need Droll. Droll and Lockwood would be amazing. But unfortunately, well, actually, do we have, like, Droll Bird? Can we play the vanilla? We can't even play the vanilla. Yeah, sad times. Like this. What about Mistake? We probably don't have Mistake. Also, this one's, you know, to be... Yeah, we got Mistake and Axel. Yeah, sure. So yeah, this is probably the best list with the cards we have. Mistake is a trap card, I'm aware, yeah. If you have forgotten, we're playing a Masochist thing. We don't have just every card under the sun. Otherwise, we'd be playing, like, well, other generator names. Which actually reminds me, we do have... Yeah, we have 3 and 2. But I don't particularly want to play those. Yeah, we don't have evenly. I'd be playing evenly if we did. And yeah, it's never really worth playing the Vulgus. Especially because there's no actual, like, machines we'd be summoning in this scenario. The only thing we would summon is Assault Synchron, and that's not exactly it. Like, I could be on more Nidhogg so we can make Dragite live a little bit more, but, like, I think in terms of the generator names, we've got it pretty much down. We could max out on names, but it's not like we have Kujikiri Curse or anything either. I don't know. It's things to think about. Right, we're doing no floodgates in this one. We'll save that as, like, you know, the no floodgates list. 2 versions. The one that we're currently playing, it is kind of working, and the thing to possibly look up. Oh, I guess the other thing is our Go Second deck is just a huge fucking pile of cards. We got 2 of this now. Like, this is something we could cut down a good number of cards. But it is also about knowing where. And we would play Dark Ruler simply because it's a board breaker, even if it doesn't, you know. Yeah. Let's just leave that as is. I think as it is, we're sticking with Bungus. Yeah, we don't have Dark Hole. It's just that easy. But, oh yeah, I was going to say, if you're unfamiliar with playing Masochist, which means that I think you would like playing Time Lord. We have a few Time Lords, but I don't know if they're exactly worth it in this deck, because they take up the normal summon, which contests... Okay, in this one, it contests with Border and realistically the Kashtaras, because... Oh, wait, the Kashtaras and the Ancient Warriors, I believe. Yeah, and Alpha. In terms of, you know, this deck, we used to be on Time Lords. You know, maybe we do make a kind of like pure Time Lord list at some point. What do we have in terms of Time Lord? So, of course, we have Vorp, which is actually summonable for other reasons. We got 2 of all the traps, which you'd probably go 2/1/1. 300 per returned. 1000 burn. The traps are tragic, but, like, if we can play a 2... Oh, trash, yeah. That one's annoying. This one isn't, right? Yeah, your life become. That's just mildly annoying. That's a halve, which is a staple. That's a shuffle staple. And that one's probably not played. But, like, that's a Time Lord base. List is going to be called Mad Bro. It does not have the card count, but that's because, you know, we'll get there when we get there. The level 1, yeah, we don't have it. We don't have Time Maiden. As proof. No, it's something we could probably build towards, but I'm not sure if that's going to have a particularly, like, higher win rate than just, like, Stun, which we also haven't updated in Eternity and is also way over the card count. Actually, Stun is on way too many burn cards, really. Burn needs to be a separate thing. Oh wait, no, that is the burn list. Where is stun? Stun's here. Which can change up a little bit. Here and there. The odd card. Breakthrough skill can go in this one now. We can put in a second Dynamicious. We can put Mirror Force back in, maybe. Yeah, I don't exactly know what the difference between, like, this Time Lord deck and stun is going to be. You try and play... That feels like a half-finished. Give you a minute to... Well, I think that's a half-finished text. Are you trying to run a set? At the if you're unfamiliar, I'm running a Masochist series, which the rules are that, you know, you open 10 Master Packs to start with, that's your deck. Each win you get a pack, you don't get to craft cards, you don't get to, like, buy structures, no bundles. What you're opening is exactly legacy tickets and master packs. If I ever get into master rank, I'll be able to open secret packs, and if I get into diamond, I'll be able to do some of the solo modes. But at the moment, that's where we're at. So for our card pool, it is what it is, very much in that sense. Otherwise, there'd be, yeah, so much stuff I'd be breaking down for dust to craft things. We've got duplicate URs we never need. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is definitely a limiter on myself, but that's because it's intentional. Like, this is a Masochist challenge. We've been running it for 117 sessions. Well, no, 116 sessions, right? No, 117 now. So yeah, it's a limiter. It's the challenge. We are slowly making progress with it. Oh yeah, Simo created the idea. Oh, next session is 118. I just updated that towards the end of this one. I make sure that I do that on stream and change, like, the session X start and update the win-loss thing, just so I can make sure that, like, everything is... I don't know. Everything is recorded, everything is logged properly. Anyway, I have been rambling on long enough, and I have to get some sleep at some point tonight. So, thank you all very much for watching, joining in chat, watching the stream, watching the VOD if you're going to do that. And I look forward to catching you on Thursday. As said prior, I don't think anything's going to come up at the moment. I can't see anything coming up. And yeah, it was nice chatting with you as well. Have a good one. And hope you all enjoy yourselves. My name is Capmonic. Goodbye for now.